Hello and thank you for watching. This is SDSC back again with LEGO Transformers Pulse. When I design custom LEGO Transformers, I make an effort to use interesting colors, but sometimes parts availability makes it impossible. Pulse here is one of those cases. His design relies heavily on a piece that only comes in a handful of colors, and ultimately I decided that black was the best fit for the character. Maybe it's a bit boring, but I think it looks nicer than any of the alternatives. I like to imagine that Pulse is a spy, and as such, I think the pitch black paint job is pretty fitting. In alt mode, he's an open-top sports car. Comparing him to one of my other 3-wide cars, Donut, you can definitely tell he's a fancier, faster car. Up front, he has a pair of yellow headlights, and in the back, red taillights. One detail I really enjoy is that there's transformation hinges up top that kinda look like tiny headrests. However, beyond that, there's no interior detail. I really fell in love with this 3-wide scale when I tried it out last year, and my goal with building Pulse was just to return to the scale and have some fun. But it was also important to me that he didn't feel like a retread, and I think I was able to make his alt mode feel sufficiently fresh. But that's all there is to say about car mode, so now it's time to transform. Pulse's transformation is super quick and fun, and results in a very interesting robot mode. While his proportions may be a little awkward, I think it gives him a dynamic and animated appearance. Focusing on his legs, I enjoy how simply they form from the front of the car. The transformation uses the car's hood and windscreen to give the legs a very nice curved shaping. Combined with the negative space left over from where his feet flip out, it kind of makes him look like he's doing the Transformers animated style hero stance. Moving up, his waist is actually the initial idea that started the build. I had the thought of using this double-sided bar plate to create the hip transformation, and the rest was built from there. On his chest, he has a trio of bright lime green studs. I've talked before about how I enjoy when Transformers color schemes change between modes. So when I came up with Pulse's chest transformation, I knew I had to include a pop of color that could hide away in car mode. I imagine a lot of people will draw comparisons to the speakers on Movie Soundwave, but I like to imagine that these are some kind of high-powered sensors. His arms are the part of the model I expect people to like the least. By the time I reached the arms, I didn't have a lot of car left to work with, and they ended up pretty small. However, I think they're just big enough to fit the cartoony proportions of the rest of the build. Pulse was a fun return to the 3-wide scale. While I don't think he's an incredibly exciting model, he excels in simplicity. He's a fun little car who can quickly be converted to a fun little robot. And in the end, that's what Transformers is all about, isn't it? Anyways, that's all I have to say for now, so I'll see you next time.